I want to build myself a big and cozy storage room in the new Copper Age update. I can make use of the golems and the shelves, and finally have a solution to the overflow that is my house storage. We're going to build it sort of underground in a hillside, but first we need a front entrance, and I have a whole video working on that which I'll link below. But basically we're starting by just building this big hobbit hole into a cliffside. Wow, here it is, the beginnings of our storage room. And if we come inside, we've got a lot of work to do, don't we, Mr. Zombie Cleric? He can't talk because he's dead, but he says yes. I suspect that once we get into digging this all out, there's going to be a lot of stone. Here it is already. And we all know what helps to dig out a lot of stone. Say it with me, guys. Beacon! Yeah, you said it. You did say it, right? Now, we don't actually have a beacon, but we do have a nether portal leading to a nether fortress, leading to the wither skulls, so we can make the wither to fight it. We even have looting 3, so let's just hope this process is quick. Is everything safe out here? Oh man, are you okay? You don't look so good. Mind if I just scooch on past you? And this is where I say thank you, past brook, because last time I made this tunnel going all the way to the fortress. Nice and safe. And then we reached the unsafe part, which is the actual fortress, and it looks like our first mob is a magma. Oh, okay, bye. Our first mob is not a magma. And I literally can't see anything because I'm in the sunniest room in real life right now. I could easily just go off the edge. This is kind of dangerous. Okay, I fixed it. I can see the screen a little better now. Oh, here's our first wither skeleton. But thank goodness for the invention of curtains. Hello, mister. Gotcha, and no wither skull. Not that I expected it on the first one, but hey, you never know. We're just gonna keep going from here though and just kind of see how we do. I only had to kill 5 wither skeletons before I saw my first skull, which is not bad at all. So here we are with some proof of that and doing a little happy dance. From there, I continued to go around slaying skeletons and a few other random mobs. I thought that getting ender pearls might be nice so we can finally make an ender chest. And I accidentally shot a zombie pig while trying to get a blaze and pull it up and tried to hide for a while after that. They really do just get in the way. And then I killed this ghast with an accidental return to sender. And it dropped a music disc. Anyway, all of that is kind of off track, but here's us getting the second and third skull eventually. And just as well we're done because our pants are about to break and then we'd be in trouble with the piglins, so I don't want that. Guess we got withered one too many times, but it's okay, we got the wither skeletons back. Well and truly, but also there's another component to getting the wither. It's down there, it's soul sand. Do we have a safe way of getting there? A way? Yes. Safe? No. Hello, Piggy Island. We just need like 4 bits of this, so we could get a couple extra while we're here. I don't like that. Wow, good shot, Brooke. What the heck? Another already. Okay, I guess my shooting luck is over or whatever, and it's gone. And so am I. Haha. Now, the first thing that we have to do is obviously play this new music disc. I haven't heard this one before. So we've got our little jukebox, and we've got Tears, which is our little ghast drop. And it definitely sounds kind of like a bunch of sad ghasts in music form. Oh, it has a beat. Let's go. I'm gonna let that play in the background while we go purchase a mending book for our girl pants. Hello, oh great mending man. I require your services. We didn't bring a book. Take 2. Do you ever think about how some sentences make no sense outside of Minecraft? Like, I have to mend my pants. Wait, actually that's a bad example. That does make sense. And after breeding some cows for the XP, the leggings are mended. And with that all sorted, I think we're ready to fight a wither. I want to go beyond our farms and kind of far away from our base just in case something goes wrong. Even though we're going to go underground, I still don't like the idea of a wither on the loose anywhere near our base. Okay, we've got this little area here. Over here should do just fine. I just want to dig down to deep slate level. Okay, the digging is done. I've made a big long tunnel and I want to hatch some chickens here just because might as well get some wither roses hopefully. And I don't have many eggs, so we'll see if this actually works. But let's spawn. No, get out of the way. Guys, why are you all on the soul sand? What the heck? I'm trying to spawn a wither here. 3. There we go. And here we go. Okay. So we can hit it with a bow at first. Oh, there's already wither roses. Yes. Let's go. And I don't even know if there's a point in hitting it with the bow. Let's just go in with the sword. I got withered. I hope our tunnel is long enough. Take that, you dumb 3-headed loser. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. And we got it! Ow. Okay, everything's great. Everything's fine. I don't have my food. We did it! With the rose. We got the nether star, let's go! And 7 wither roses. Wait, that was kind of confusing. I thought we had an extra skeleton head, but I guess the wither drops his head. That is going to be a cool house decoration. We just fought a wither and we didn't die. So I used lots of iron from our iron farm to set up a temporary beacon right by our storage room. Wow, isn't she just a beaut? Or do people find beacons ugly? I don't even know. Now, if we can get the haste effect, did we do it? Oh, look, haste, we did it. Yes, I'm still not totally sure how to use a beacon. We still can't use it. I mean, it did make mining faster, but I think we need efficiency 5. Luckily, I prepared this efficiency 4 book. I think we're gonna have to use it on our fortune pickaxe. Unfortunately, I would like it to go on our silk touch, but there we go. Our silk touch is only efficiency 3, so I think it would have just bumped it up to 4. And this still doesn't work. Do we need to do this? I don't know. What made a noise again? I don't know what that means. Oh, here we go. Yes, we did it. Okay, now watch me dig this out in like 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, that totally took 5 seconds and not a couple of hours. I ended up having to kind of plan a little bit as we go just with these pillars here so that I can figure out what size the room needs to be. But I think it's going to be so epic, but we can do a little bit of planning together right now before I need to gather a bunch of supplies. So first of all, we have the edges, and I want to mostly have pillars going up from each side here, and these will all be stripped. And then we'll have stairs and a wall not made of cobble going over to here, and maybe we'll even make this area into furnaces or crafting tables and things. Something useful, but for now we've just got these pillars and they'll go up by 7, and then that's where we're going to put the roof in on this level. Okay, so that looks hideous, but we'll be filling it all in. And as for this middle section, I've been inspired by people like Matt and Chobin on YouTube, I'll link them below, to add a bit more dimension by kind of digging this out and having a little staircase going down a bit into kind of a central area down here. This pickaxe is gonna need mending soon, for like the 3rd time. And after mending the pickaxe and finishing the digging, this is what we've got. I think I've actually decided to sub out a lot of this spruce for pale oak, just because, look at this. This is the spruce, and we're already going to have most of the walls dominated by this warm brown colour. And they go well together, but only if you want your room to mostly be brown. And I think I prefer the contrast of brown on white, so we're going to start to go around kind of making these archways out of this pale oak. And now I feel like we're kind of getting somewhere with the structure of this. I think I want to work on the floor and then the walls, and I know I want this floor to be white and pink, mostly pink, so we're going to get a bunch of pink glazed terracotta, pink carpets, maybe some cherry wood, and we'll see what we can do with that. So here we are collecting some pink things. And now with a bunch of pink blocks, we can start experimenting with these floors. So I want to do white edges, and the blocks in the middle are going to be pink. I definitely want to use some glazed terracotta, and if I can use my whole brain, I might be able to manage a little pattern. Somehow it always confuses me. Oh, we're doing it, we're doing it. I can do things with my brain. And then, I don't know what we're doing with the carpet. Do we just kind of line the edges? And eventually we have this lovely little pattern going all the way around. And then of course the other part of the floor is down here, so I'd like to work on this. I managed to gather some quartz from the nether when we were in there, so all we need to do now is fortune it, and we'll have some quartz to use as well, which I think it just goes nicely with this pale oak. It's a lot more nice and smooth than using the pale oak slabs. Man, this lighting is weird. Listen to that sound. It's the sound of riches. And we'll try to get something going on down here. I tried to round out the corners a little bit like so, and I feel like this might be the move for the layout. We can have decorations in all 4 quadrants, and then a nice pattern or something in the middle here. I started placing chests into the lower walls, and then I dug out the floor of the quadrants, and then started decorating the central part of the flooring. I wanted the pink from the outer flooring to kind of flow into the middle, but also to introduce some green and have some lighting with redstone lamps. I then made very impractical ponds in front of the chests, but I'll explain that in a second. Okay, so first of all, how cool is this starting to look? So the reason why we have these kind of impractical ponds in front of the chests is that this isn't actually going to be our main storage. I want to automate our main storage. This is just overflow for the future, or even just aesthetic storage. Is that weird? I don't know if that's weird, but I want the storage room to look kind of full of chests, and this definitely helps. Also, we actually can get to it pretty easily. You just have to kind of jump on things like this. But I wanted it to look kind of like a little koi fish pond. I put some little fishies in it, some little salmon. And I've left these two platforms bare because we're going to update our world soon, and I want to put copper golem statues in there. I think that's going to be so cute, but we've got one more thing to do first. Before we update the world, I need to go on a little mission and get some final blocks for this room. We don't have enough lily pads and sea pickles to finish this off. And then I want a ton more terracotta and green dye so that we can make all of these walls green. Everything's looking pretty pink at the moment, so I don't want much pink in the walls. I think our color scheme is pink, green, brown, and white at this point. So one final quick mission before we can update this world into the copper age and get the rest of our auto storage done. Let's get a move on. Woo, sharp turn. Oh, crash. I'm not a very good driver. It's fine. So here's the lily pad collecting, and then after that we killed a lot of birds with one stone because the desert, the coral reef, and the mesa are all around the same area, so we managed to get the green dye, sea pickles, and terracotta. And after returning, I've managed to finish off all of these ponds. We even got some cactus flowers, so I added them like little lotus flowers. Oh, I fell in the water, but guys, I wanted to show you my giant fish. This is my giant fish. Look how big he is. Let's give him a name. He's the biggest fish ever. What should I name him? But okay, my world's a bit different because I've updated. Welcome to the Copper Age. We don't have our armor texture pack anymore, but to celebrate, I want to make a full set of copper armor, and we can wear it for the rest of the episode. Look at that, copper chest plate, leggings, helmet. Wow, we're so orange. And yes, I'm oxidizing copper in my house, and also I've got bees in my house so that we can wax the copper golems. But let's collect up this. We also have all of our green terracotta, which we collected. But before we fill in all of the walls of our storage room, we're definitely going to play with the copper golems. Oh yeah, and good thing we have a pumpkin farm because we make them out of carved pumpkins. Are we ready for our first little buddy? We'll make this one just for fun. So it is a carved pumpkin on some copper. And there we go, a little guy. We're going to wax him because I know that he'll rust otherwise. And look at him go. He's looking for stuff in the chest. There's nothing in the chest. What if I put a spruce log in there? The little animations are so cute. He might try to take it over to this chest. I don't know if this is full. Oh, there is room. Okay. Okay. You're going to do it? And he put it in there. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to let him continue to just live his little life over there because if we come over here, I really want to make some copper golem statues. So let's try with this one. I believe that if we do it with this oxidized copper, it means he'll be kind of rusty, so he might immediately just kind of freeze. Come on, buddy. Oh, there we go. He's a statue. I don't know how to move him. Can we pick him up? We pick him up. We can put him down. Oh, and we can pose him. Oh my gosh. Stop. That is so cute. Should we put his little chest next to him or have a different statue of another one? Oh, he looks so cute. Yeah, I think we'll do a statue of another one instead of the chest. We're just gonna have to wait for this to oxidize fully. And in the meantime, let's start thinking about how these guys can actually help us automate our storage. We're gonna do our main storage over here. So first we have to dig out lots of space into this wall. And the problem with the copper golems is that they're not very efficient and they only check 10 chests. So unfortunately, we are gonna have to trap some kind of behind rows of chests. And now I've dug out all of this. Hopefully the spruce won't be very visible, so it doesn't really matter what block we use. But I started trying to make a little area with the help of the YouTuber Silent Whisperer, and this guy is definitely meant to be in here. When he gets in there, we can try to trap him like this. Okay, so he's in place. If I have, say, a block of glass, and then I put a block of glass in here, he should take it and check all of these chests until he finds this one. And he put it in here. Why did you put it in there? Okay, I think I've figured it out. It's in here now because if the chest is completely empty, he'll put a new thing in it. But if it's not, he won't. But let's build some more layers to this thing. So I forgot I was only wearing copper armor. So I guess that tests it, and it's definitely not anywhere near as good as diamond. I don't even think it's as good as iron, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I just got killed by pillagers. I think that was my first death in this world. Ah, leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay, well, we're not going to be wearing this for much longer. I've been oxidizing copper so that we can build a few more of these little guys. And they don't all have to be the green color. So if we make one here and then wait for it to oxidize, and then, oh, you're in the water. Hopefully you can't drown. You're not freezing. Why aren't you freezing? Do you want to hop back up? Oh, this one's a statue. And now we can make him a different color. And don't forget to wax, kids. Always wax. I then continued making the storage system and I was using item frames, but my partner came in and he reminded me that I can try out the new shelves instead. So I changed the item frames to shelves. And after a lot more work, we have an automatic storage system with copper golems working to put everything away. I would say this is about 90% all done and organized at the moment, but we've got different sections. So this is our woods area, as the sign says. And then over here we have our general, which is just most of our storage. And over here is kind of mining blocks. I managed to make it very clean as well by covering up all of this stuff that we don't need to see. But in case there's any overflow or any items that can't get sorted, they're all going to be in this chest down here. I guess I didn't put in dark oak. But yeah, every time I have spare logs now, I can just pop them in here and it'll work away at distributing them here. And it's made to be very expandable with all of these sections here, but I want to use these for other things, like a wall of smelters and a wall of bookshelves, and maybe a heads collection wall. Oh, and I also replaced the pink carpet because I thought the whole thing was very bright pink over here with this moss carpet, but I don't know which one I like more, so you'll have to let me know. But I'm going to go around now and fill in the rest of the walls and then decorate them. Oh, and we cannot forget that now we can make copper torches. Copper torches that then should be able to make copper lanterns. Oh, these are so cute. Look at that. That is so cool. Okay, we're definitely going to use some of these. So I got working away on different sections of the wall using the green terracotta. I then made some giant shelves to fill with books, and I made this furnace wall, even though I'll probably only use one row. And also look how cute these cherry wood shelves are. They even have a little flower pattern. And while I was healing my tools, a fun fact, I noticed that zombies wear copper armor too. I guess it makes sense. I don't know why I thought that they wouldn't. But if you're wondering why I'm in the most janky, uneven looking cave ever, it is our moss cave. And the last thing we need to do is collect more moss before finishing off the roof. Also, now that we can't have our minimal armor texture pack, I'm kind of over this plain armor. So maybe we'll quickly put on our first armor trim in a second. But for now, it's moss time. Moss, 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 moss. There's like double pillagers outside my base for some reason. There's even more. Leave me alone. And okay, I wanted to get a cute armor trim going on, but we don't have any amethyst, so how cute could it really be? We also only have the sentry armor trim. Like, is this even good at all? I guess we'll do it. Ooh, crafting a new look. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, it's kind of cute. Don't mind the arrow in my eye. Might need to see a doctor for that one, but I like this. Even though it's not amethyst, but also, oh my gosh, this room is starting to look so cool. But that's all you get, just to glance at it, because we still have to do all of this. I've dug it out into this circle pattern, so let's get up there and see what we can do with it. And if you've built a big tall roof before, you know the whole experience is just a lot of this, aka putting scaffolding up and down. And we're sort of done, but not exactly, because I want a big light in the middle and we need shroom lights. Yay, woohoo, nether again. We got heaps of shroom lights, so this is honestly like the 4th time I've been in the nether this episode, but I just cut most times out because it got kind of boring. We're back and something's really wrong with my armor. I don't have my texture pack on, but it seems to be to do with the helmet. When I take the helmet off, it's fine. When I put the helmet on, it's not fine. If we're not wearing pants, it still looks like we kind of are, but only on my left leg. Anyway, let's just ignore that or hope it gets fixed by putting on pants. Or better. And look at these cool new dye textures in the new update. So the other block we need is colored glass. I was thinking of going yellow, orange, and pink. And then let's make this a big old light in the middle. I'm thinking kind of like a chandelier, but also more like an orb. Let's see. I really wish that we had end rods, but we haven't been to the end yet. But maybe 4 blocks down, and it'll have to be... Oh no, it'll have to be 2 by 2 as well. Back to scaffolding, my old friend. Then we can break this. Although maybe we should leave a layer on top. So we want to surround all of this in yellow, and then kind of improvise with the orange and the pink. Ta-da! This is our light and this is our ceiling, all done. Everything is done now actually. So I can show you the entire room because we haven't really looked at it, but I want to start outside here and just appreciate it for a little second. This is our giant hobbit hole storage and this is it when we come inside. Oh my gosh, this is the coolest storage room I've ever built. So in the middle here, we've got all of our ponds with all of our potential overflow storage. We've got our little copper golems in each different stage of oxidizing, and coming back up to the entrance, if we come over here, this is a bookshelf for enchanted books. Maybe we'll change this in future, but for now that's what it is. And then conveniently next to our storage and next to the entrance is just some blocks we might need. And then of course we have our fully automated storage all the way across this wall, and then followed by a couple more decorative areas. This is our little heads collection, so maybe we'll be able to expand that later onto a different wall. We have another bookshelf. We have another exit opposite this one, which I just made it because it looks cool, but it does go up here. I guess we could decorate all of this, but honestly, I don't think I'll ever want to go out that way. And then we have another furnace wall. We have a couple of windows over here just so that we can tell if it's day or night. And then another area to expand our storage if we ever need to. And that is our storage room all done. Let me know what you think. This took well over 100 days, by the way. It took forever. And I didn't plan any of it, but I had so much fun and I can't wait to use it all. So thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.